sport in the world because of the sacrifice it takes. But if one of those 11 break down,
talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams, and that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for 3. He gets it.
Hand off to KCO. KCO gets in. It is touchdown.
Up with it. She's going to try a 3, and she'll get that.
They came in and stole the zebra out of the glass case and replaced it with a tiger. And a bunch of bones and some blood in there to kind of make it like
Let her run through on the ball. Yes. And there's a goal, and she wasn't ready. And Dunlap's smart and takes time and takes it quick.
Good defense by Dunlap.
Morgan tipped it. Courtney steals it. She's got a 1v1. She goes after it, puts it up, and it's good.
Elbow, not a rough. Rough against the 2-3 zone to Malco. 3 left baseline for the Lady Zebras is good, and Rochester up 23-21.
Owen sets for the 2-2 pitch, and that's a fly ball into center field, going back.
The ball gets it up and over to Rowe. Rowe just puts it in for an easy 2.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
Oh, here it is. You know what you're looking for underneath your truck? I don't, but I know who does. The professional service staff at Shepherd's knows how to fix my vehicle and get me back on the road fast. Schedule your next service appointment online at shepherdsrochester.com. From simple oil changes to major engine repairs, Shepherd's is the only place for me.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency, online at evansagencyrochester.com.
Fans are filing in now.
Yep.
We have a huge week that was coming up here at halftime, so you want to stay tuned for that.
Yeah, the Lady Zebra volleyball team still
rolling, aren't they?
Yeah. Did I hear indication midweek or so that they were ranked number 1?
I did not hear that.
I did, yeah.
You are more on the updated style than I am.
I think I had a little tweet in my ear earlier this week where I saw that.
I'm sure. Speaking of which, he's not here yet.
No.
Rochester won the toss, and I believe they have. No, Rochester won the toss and have elected to take the ball. I think so. Yeah. 66 degrees here at Peru.
Nice stiff wind out of the northeast. Yeah.
It's better than, like you said, 95 degrees. And
You're right. You're right.
Sun beating down on you and you're cramping every other play. Shouldn't have that problem tonight.
Yep.
So again, the Rochester Zebras at 2-0 and the Peru Tigers at 0-2.
Both teams with a lot to prove tonight.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 2-0 doesn't mean a whole lot, I guess, at this point.
No.
This will, Wabash is a big test because it was Coach Hooker's first game and it was the kids' first game, and this will be the first, the second big test, I guess, for the Z's. Rochester will receive and take the ball to our left. Obviously, the Peru Tigers will kick it to our right. Back deep for the Zebras, Taylor Johnson and Corbin Wood. Back deep, Matt Leeson, up man. Also Jerry Plummer in up man as well for the Rochester Zebras.
We talked about what Rochester's defense has done. Rochester's offense, run. That's it. That's all they do, run. But they do it with 6 different people. So they've done pretty well.
So the Peru Tigers have got the green light. And the kickoff is low, end over end, takes a bounce at the 25 and goes out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
Kickoff goes out of bounds.
So Rochester will start their first series of the game, the first series overall of the game here in pretty good field position.
Nice job of Taylor Johnson. He ran up on it like he was going to take it and then realized it was going to bounce out of bounds, so he stepped back and let it go. Good decision.
So Brady Perez comes on the field with his offense.
They're going to make them re-kick it?
Oh, they will.
Yeah,
you're right.
Make them kick it over.
Last time we beat Peru was 2013.
Okay.
In the sectional, I believe.
Last year, 43-0 in favor of the Tigers.
Yep. We try to forget that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. They're going to back it up 5, and why not? You got Taylor Johnson's a speedster out there. Also, Corbin Wood has had some great returns over his career here at high school. Hasn't broken very many.
Not on the kickoff. He finally broke through on a punt return versus Wabash for our only score in that game, but we have seen him come close a number of times on the kick returns.
Dane Wilson kicking for the Tigers.
Dane Wilson to kick off again. This time 5 yards, a little deeper than what he was a couple of moments ago. Wood and Johnson standing around their 21. Low end over end kick again. Bounces to the 30, picked up at the 25 by Johnson at the 35. At the 40, is tripped up at the 40 and fell ahead to about the 41-yard line.
Had he not gotten tripped up, he was going to cut back to the sideline, and he had blockers in front of him and no black jerseys.
The Tigers grabbed his shoestrings, and down he went. So the Zebras will start their drive at their 42-yard line, going to our left.
Down at the Rochester 42-yard line.
Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman on the near hash, which is the Peru sideline. Again, Rochester in their white jerseys. Brady Perez in the huddle now. Now everybody on the line. Jerry Prumler, the left tight end. Dalton is the right tight end. Johnson, your right wing back. Wood, your left wing back. And Bryce Abbott right behind Perez, who's under center. Gives to Abbott right up the middle. Bryce pushing a pile ahead. Gets out to around the 44-yard line, so give him 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Big gap over that, over Zach Graham at center. And Bryce Abbott and the Zebras trying to take advantage of that.
Clock rolls, 11:35 to play in the first quarter. 2nd down and 8 for the Z's at their own 44-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Isaiah Jackson now in the football game. He's at the right wing back. Corbin Wood still at the left, and Bryce Abbott the fullback. 2 tight ends for the Zebras.
This time Peru puts a nose tackle over the center.
Wood goes in motion right. He gets the pitch right up the middle. He's got some blockers. Kicks it to the outside. Spins around to about the 49-yard line. He's going to pick up 5, and that'll bring up 3rd down for the Z's. 3rd and about 3.
53, Chase Tyler.
Ball in the middle of the field for Rochester. 3rd down and about 3 for Rochester. Taylor Johnson comes back on the field with the play.
3rd and 3 for Rochester.
Rochester's first possession last week, they put together an 11-play drive that went about 70 yards.
On your cue, on your command. 3rd and 3. Perez under center. Johnson comes in motion to the near side. He gets a pitch coming to the near side. He's got blockers in front. He's at midfield. He cuts it upfield to the 45 and is hit hard at the 45 of Peru. It falls ahead to the 43. It's enough for a Zebra 1st down. He was hit a ton here on the near side.
He was. Nice run, though. Picked up 8 yards.
Gain is good for a 1st down.
1st down for Rochester now at the Peru 43-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Isaiah Jackson brings a play in from the sideline. 17 on the play clock. They break the huddle. Again, 2 tight ends, 1 to the near, 1 to the far. 2 wing backs, and Jackson and Wood, the fullback, his helmet right on the 45-yard line. Abbott under center. Jackson comes in motion to the near side, gets a pitch, cuts it right up the middle. Jackson dragging some tacklers along as he goes and gets out to the 40. So give him 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Z's.
I'll tell you what, nobody would be disappointed with another 10 or 11-play drive that ends up in a score. Anytime you can burn 7 or 8 minutes off the clock and get you 7 points at the same time.
Gain of 3.
2nd and 7 for Rochester at the Peru 40-yard line. Johnson, Abbott, and Wood in the backfield. Bryce Abbott right up the middle. Bryce is tripped up at the 39-yard line, falls ahead to about the 37. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Rochester Zebras.
Well, 3 and 4 yards on every carry for the Zebras right now.
Yeah.
As long as they continue to do that, they had the big 8-yard run to get the initial 1st down.
Well, that's basically what Coach Hooker said in the preview show.
Yeah.
He's telling us we're going to get 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and good luck.
Yep. So far, they're executing it just fine.
3rd and 4 for the Z's at the 37-yard line of the Peru Tigers. This time, Bryce Abbott about 5 yards deeper than what he normally is. Abbott under center, make that Perez under center, gives to Bryce Abbott with a full head of steam, carries the ball across the Peru 30 to around the, now they're going to give him the 30. Yep.
That's a first down.
That time they started Bryce Abbott, like I said, 3 or 4 yards deeper than what he started the previous play and had a head of steam as soon as he got the ball.
And that worked out really, really well. I don't know if they decided that they needed to give the offensive line just another half second longer to get the blocks established, but it worked.
1st and 10 now for Rochester at the 30-yard line of the Peru Tigers on the near hash, which again is the Peru sideline. The Zebras going to our left. 3 backs, Johnson, Wood, and Abbott. Perez under center. Wood gets the pitch right up the middle. Corbin lowers his head at the 25, pushing the pile ahead down to around the 21-yard line. He's going to get 9. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Nice job by Corbin Wood. Again, we're seeing that pitch to the outside where they come back in through the middle. And the middle of that offensive line for Rochester is doing a really good job right now of getting a good push. Sutton and Gilbreth along with the center, Zach Graham.
8 minutes to play in the first quarter, no score. It's 2nd down and 1 for Rochester at the Peru 21-yard line. Ball middle of the field, a 4-man front for the Peru Tigers. Perez under center. Gives to Bryce Abbott, and Bryce Abbott is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. His second ever gets him inside the 20 to the 19.
Oh, wow.
First down for Rochester. He was stood up for a good 2.5 seconds, and the second effort gives the Rochester Zebras a first down inside the Peru 20.
That was all Abbott, just pure leg strength right there, as it looked like he was stuffed for the first loss on a run in this drive.
Well, here's the problem. I think Peru knew the count and knew the snap, and they beat our line off the ball, which is why Bryce Abbott was stood up at the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 10 for Rochester inside the Peru 20-yard line. Johnson in the game at the right tailback. He comes in motion to the near side and gets the pitch. Cuts it back up the middle, and maybe basically back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for Rochester.
Well, everybody choosing to run through the 1 and the 2 hole on either side of the center, and Peru starting to feed into that.
Well, at least you didn't say A and B. 2nd and 9 for Rochester at about the 19-yard line of the Peru Tigers. We're down to 6:45 to play in the first quarter. Jackson is your right wing back. Wood is your left wing back. Bryce Abbott's a fullback with Brady Perez under center and 2 tight ends. On 2nd and 9, Wood goes in motion right, gets the pitch. He's got blockers. Wood trying to kick it outside, and Peru did a great job bottling him up and pushes him backwards.
Yeah, the tight end on that left side for Peru did a great job as 3 white shirts come towards him in front of Corbin Wood, and he kept his outside shoulder clean, and when the blockers blocked down, he popped out, and right there was Corbin Wood, and he made a great read and a great play for a defensive end.
And pushes him back 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 11 now for Rochester with 6:10 to play in the first quarter. Ball now resting at the Peru 21-yard line and on the far side of the field, which is the Rochester sideline. Wilson Dalton, your right tight end. Plummer, the left. Bryce Abbott behind Perez. Back to pass. Brady Perez, here comes some pressure. As he throws, he's got a receiver. It's Corbin Wood. It's caught. Corbin Wood then is driven out of bounds at the Peru 2-yard line.
Nice
Give him
job.
a 19-yard pitch and catch, and it's 1st and goal for the Zebras.
Perez did a good job of getting the ball out in front of Corbin Wood. Corbin Wood did a good job of watching it into his hands.
And I think that wind was blowing just enough. It held that paw up just long enough for Corbin Wood to run under it.
You're right. It's a good thing because if it held it up much longer, it would have gone the other way.
1st and goal for the Z's at the Peru 2-yard line. Ball in the near hash. Jackson brings the play in from the sideline with 9 on the play clock. Zebras break the huddle with 7.
I wouldn't be shocked to see Corbin Wood get a reward.
I would think so. You're right.
Yeah.
Here's a bad snap, but picked up by Perez. Bryce Abbott pushing his way to the goal line. No signal yet. No signal yet. There it is. Bryce Abbott pushes his way in from 2 yards out, and the Zebras are up 6-0.
Again, that was just a great job athletically by Brady Perez because that ball was, like Muss said, bobbled on the snap, but he able to get one hand underneath of it and get it into the gut of Abbott as he pushed his way across the line of scrimmage.
5:44 to play in the first quarter. Rochester up 6-0, and what are we going to do here? We're going to try an extra point. Drew Saylor's the holder. Brady Perez, the kicker. Wilson Dalton, your long snapper. Here's a snap. Snap is down. Kick is away, is fading left, and it is good. Rochester up 7-0. 5:44 to play in the first quarter. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
Rochester 7.
Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
Don't miss a touchdown with Red Zone from NFL Network and RTC Fiber Communications. Call today to get yourself set up for all the action. Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
7-0, again with 5:44 to play in the first quarter. We are definitely following the Southwood Wabash or Southwood Northfield score. You going to have that, Val? Okay, very good. So Brady Perez gets the green light, and here we go. Sends a right foot into it. Nice end-over-end kick. Caldwell takes it at the 25. Make that the 15 at the 20. Now the 30, right up the middle. The senior Caldwell gets it across the 40 of Peru to the 41, and that's where the Tigers will start their first drive of the game.
Taylor Johnson on the tackle for Rochester. But yeah, not until after he gets about 25 yards on the return.
You know, Caldwell in my starting lineup is a left guard or left tackle, but tonight he's wearing 60 or 83, and now will be a tight end.
Yeah.
So the 42-yard line, that's where Peru will start this series.
That's where Rochester started their series, on their own 42.
So Caldwell, like that Cunningham, Robert Cunningham, a 5'9", 182-pound senior, on in the shotgun formation. Gives to Rader. Rader over the right side. Picks his way through the defense. Gets across the 45 to the 47-yard line. He's going to pick up 5. It'll bring up second down and 5 for the Tigers.
Corbin Wood on the stop for Rochester.
20, Corbin Wood.
Second and 5 for the Tigers at their own 47-yard line. Now going to our right. And now Rader's going to have to come off the field. And that'll bring on Cleaver for the Tigers. I think he's got a helmet issue maybe. I don't know.
I didn't.
47-yard line.
Second and 5 for Peru at the 47. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham with Cleaver to his left. Cleaver faked the handoff to him, gives to Miller. Miller stacked up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward ahead for 1. That'll bring up third and 4 for the Tigers at their own 48. Nice fake to Cleaver, then handed it off to Miller, and he's going to come off the field. He's limping a little bit. Rader back in for the Tigers, as is Forrest. Third and 4 for Peru. Again, they're going with the wind here on this drive. Ball at their own 48-yard line, out of the shotgun formation. Rader comes in motion to the near side on the option. Rader gets the pitch, stringing it out of the Rochester Zebras, turns the corner. He's got a first down, and hurdles a tackler, but Riston grabs his shoes and runs him out of bounds, but not until he gets out to the Rochester 41-yard line.
Good run by Rader. He got around the corner and started to turn it upfield. Tried to jump over Riston, but Riston wasn't having any of it. Took him out.
First and 10 for the Tigers. Now at the Peru 41-yard. I'm going to make that the Rochester 41-yard line. Quickly on the ball, the Tigers. Ball in the near hash. Cunningham in the shotgun formation. On the option, he keeps it. Does Cunningham, the quarterback, right up the middle, and is cut down at about the 35-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. Is Cunningham, and it's going to bring up second down and medium for the Peru Tigers.
And we're seeing Peru run the football. We talked about how we thought they were going to throw the ball all over the field. And early in the first quarter, Southwood leads Northfield 7-0.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Second and 5 for the Tigers. Foster, fake the handoff to him. Cunningham keeps it. Ducks his head at the 34. Gets it out to the 33. It's going to be third and about 3 for the Peru Tigers. Ball inside the Rochester 35-yard line, actually giving the 34. Dalton Wilson with the tackle.
Yep.
It'll be third and 3 for the Peru Tigers at the Rochester 34-yard line.
Be a big stop here if Rochester could get it.
Ball in the middle of the field. Cunningham hands off to Raider. Raider lowers his head. It's cut down at the 30. That's going to be a first down. Giving 4 yards on the carry and a Tiger first down.
1st and 10 Tigers.
Cleaver comes in for Raider.
What did Coach Hooker say? They like to run you, and then throw it deep. And now within 30 yards of the end zone, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go up.
Quickly on the ball, the Tigers. On the option, Cleaver gets the pitch coming to the near side. Clears the first line of defense for Rochester and takes it out to the Rochester 24. Maybe even the 23. Give him about 7 on the pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Peru. Ball at the Rochester 23-yard line. Near hash, the Peru sideline going to our right. 2:40 to play in the first quarter. Again, Rochester up 7-0. The Tigers quickly on the ball again. Out of the shotgun formation is Cunningham. Rochester jumps, gives to Foster, and we're going to have a flag on the play. Is that going to be offsides or false start?
Well, have to get together and talk about it. I saw the Rochester player move, but I don't know if he got drawn off or not.
Officials converge. It will be a false start on the Peru Tigers. That'll back them up 5. It'll be 2nd and 8. I thought Rochester jumped. 2.5 to play first quarter. Again, Rochester up 7-0. Ball spotted at the Rochester 28-yard line. 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. 2 tight ends in the game for Peru. Cunningham is in the shotgun formation to Raider with his left. Foster gets a carry going left. Foster then tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. He falls forward for a couple. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the Rochester 26-yard line. 3rd and a long 6 for Peru. Miller back into the game for the Tigers. Ball spotted in the middle of the field. Cunningham quickly on the ball for Peru. Out of the shotgun formation, Raider to his left. Miller gets the carry going left. Miller is tripped up inside the 25, giving the 23. It'll be 4th down and about 3 for the Tigers.
Johnson on the stop for Rochester.
I got a feeling that's going to produce a big gainer here before long.
Yeah,
I mean, big.
Yeah. They're blocking that really, really well. Johnson did a good job just getting out there and getting his feet knocked out from underneath.
4th and 3, Peru goes for it. Raider has the carry. He's got a first down. Raider carries the ball inside the 20, down to the 15. Inside the 15 to the 13. 1st and 10 for the Peru Tigers. He gets about 10 on 4th down.
1st and 10 Tigers.
That was a quick snap and a quick, got to the line, offensive line really quick. North Miami leads Tippecanoe Valley 7-0 in the first quarter.
Thanks, Val.
14-yard line.
1st and goal, make that 1st and 10 for the Peru inside the 15-yard line. On the double reverse, Miller gets the carry, and it's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage by Walker. Yep, Tyler Walker on the stop for Rochester. He gets it out to the 11-yard line, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
For the Peru Tigers, make that 2nd and 8. Again, the ball spotted at the 11-yard line of the Rochester Zebras. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Miller goes in motion, fakes a handoff to him. Cunningham keeps it over the right side, lowers his head, takes it to the 6. Cunningham takes it to the 6, picks up about 6 yards. 3rd down and manageable now for the Peru Tigers. And they will have to run one more play. There's about a second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Quickly, Cunningham on the ball with 22 seconds to play in the first quarter. Takes a snap, gives to Raider going right. Raider stacked up by Dalton at the 5, giving him the 4. And it'll be 4th down and short. It'll be 4th and, oh boy, that's close.
Yeah.
That's close, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. It's going to be 4th down when we come back to start the second quarter at Peru. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argus. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argus. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Are the other guys offering you less than you expect for your trade-in?
At Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, they trade your way, offering you top dollar for your trade-in vehicle. Hi, I'm Chris Smith, PGA Tour player and Rochester native. Shepherd's prides themselves on giving you the highest amount possible for your trade. If someone is giving you less than you expect, come out to Shepherd's and give them the opportunity to find a deal that works for you. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, where they trade your way.
Zebras lead 7-0, but Bradley Peru knocking seriously on the door.
Yeah, 4-yard line, and they've done a great job of misdirection and option plays, moving the ball down there. Raiders done the majority of the work for the Peru Tigers, and
yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm thinking we're going to see some more of Raider maybe on the option on the outside corner.
I'm not even sure they probably don't even go that.
Yeah, I just say that to try and get away from 6'3", 314-pound Brandon Sutton.
Fourth down and less than a yard for Peru. Ball just inside the Rochester 5.
I see your point now. Yeah, they can get a first down without scoring. Yeah.
And I'm guessing it's going to be 30 because Rochester has not found an answer for Raider yet.
You might even see Cunningham on a quarterback sneak.
You could.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, he's athletic enough to do that.
Cunningham is in the shotgun. Raider to his left. Whew, Rochester got off quick. Raider got the carry, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Peru.
Touchdown.
Jordan Raider scores from 4 yards out, and it's 7-6 Rochester.
Well, Peru just got a really good wedge formed in the middle of that offensive line. Raider hit that full speed, and you're not going to bring him down very easily at full speed.
11:54 to play in the second quarter. It's 7-6, and the extra point coming for the Peru Tigers. And are they going to go for 2? It's the old swinging gate look here for the Peru Tigers.
That's interesting.
Now everybody runs to the ball. They will attempt an extra point. Cunningham is the kicker. 10 on the play clock. Here we go with the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away. It's a high kick. Will it cross? It will. It's good. We're tied at 7 with 11:54 to play in the first half. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagner.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, personal property, and outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com.
Steve, the kick is Johnson and Wood for the Zebras.
First quarter score, Manchester leads Wabash 8-0.
Thank you, Val. 7-7, 11:54 to play in the first half. The Tigers getting ready to kick to the Zebras. Here we go. Short end-over-end kick, bounces to 31. Picked up by Matt Lease at the 40. Matt Lease still on his feet, picking his way through the defense. Actually picked up to 35 and took it out to close to the 40-yard line.
Matt Lease.
Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. At the end of 1, Southwood leads Northfield 7-0. Actually giving the 39. 11:50 to play in the first half. On their second drive, Rochester starts at their own 39 in the far hash. Johnson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. 2 tight ends for Brady Perez, who's under center on 1st and 10. Johnson goes in motion left. He gets the pitch, cuts it back to the right, and stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Again, Tyler Johnson trying to attack the center of that defensive line for Peru, and that time there wasn't anything there.
2nd down and 10 for Rochester. 11.5 minutes to play in the first half. Again, the score is tied 7-7. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman.
And 55, Devin Regal.
Isaiah Jackson brings a play in from the sideline.
2nd down and 10.
Down to 15 on the play clock. The Zebras break the huddle with 12. Jackson will be the right wing back. Wood the left, Bryce Abbott the fullback, Brady Perez under center. Now we have a new look for the season. Now we have two wideouts, one to the near, one to the far. Bryce Abbott gets the carry right up the middle.
Carry by 10, Bryce Abbott.
And the official mark on this side is the 41, but the far side is the 44, but we're going to put it at the 43.
Well, split the difference.
3rd and 6 for Rochester.
3rd and a long 6 for the Rochester Zebras.
43-yard line.
2 wing backs and a fullback for Brady Perez along 2 tight ends. 3rd and long for Rochester at their own 43. On the pitch, it goes to Taylor, going left. Taylor Johnson, he's tripped up the line of scrimmage, nothing there. 4th and long, and I'm guessing punting situation for the Zebras.
Again, Johnson not finding anything there. It's Peru defensive job doing a great job of getting a push through the Rochester line.
Well as we controlled the line of scrimmage last week, not happening so far on this drive.
Ball at their own 44.
So Rochester will punt. Brady Perez, the punter. He's backing around his 30-yard line. Look out. Forrest will slide back to receive the punt for the Peru Tigers. He's inside his 30.
Receive the punt.
10 on the play clock. Thankfully, Brady will be kicking with the wind. Just gets it away. Going to kick it right at Forrest. He's at the 20. Hesitates. Now accelerates. And he fumbles the football. And picked up by Johnson, and Johnson picks it up at the 21-yard line, but there was a flag in the play. It may not be a flag. He's probably looking for his beanbag, but it'll be Rochester football.
Great job. I didn't see who made the hit.
Johnson.
Johnson made the hit and picked up the football.
So Rochester recovers the fumble at the 22-yard line of the Peru Tigers. Nice job by Johnson, who stuck his mitt in there and punched the football out. And the Zebras pick it up. It'll be 1st and 10 for Rochester, the 22. Ball on the far hash. Johnson will stay in. He's the right wing back. Wood is the left. Abbott your fullback. 2 tight ends for Brady Perez. Johnson goes in motion left, gets the pitch, lowers his head. Moves forward, not a lot there. Yeah.
More of the same.
Maybe a yard, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Pitch to the outside, run to the inside, get stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no, they're not going to give him anything. It'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
9:25 to play, first half, 7-7 here at Peru. Ball on the far hash, the Rochester sideline for the Rochester Zebras. They look at 2nd down and 10 from the Peru 22-yard line. Perez under center. Wood comes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch. He's got blockers. Looking to the outside. Cuts it back inside at the 20. And that's it. Give him 2 yards. Peru doing a great job pushing this play to the line of the sideline.
Yeah.
Stringing it out.
Right now, yeah, the Peru defense doing a much better job on the line of scrimmage. That first series for Rochester, they had their own way with that line of scrimmage. And boy, Peru coaching staff really put a stop to that here in these last couple of series.
3rd down and 8 for the Z's at the Peru 20-yard line. Wood the left side. Now we'll go wide to the left side, and now we're going to have a flag on the play. Is that going to be a false start? The back judge and the sideline judge threw a flag.
Well, somebody's had to have lined up in the
illegal substitution against the Peru Tigers.
Okay.
So that'll be a 5-yard walk-off against the Tigers. But two different officials threw the flag.
Yeah.
And
against the Tigers.
And that's got to be a huddle thing. It can't.
Right. Somebody's come onto the field after the offense broke huddle.
So that'll be 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 5 after a 5-yard walk-off ball now at the Peru 15-yard line. Jackson brings the play in to the huddle. 8.5 to play in the first half. We're tied at 7. Corbin left side. Jackson right side. Bryce Abbott, your fullback. 2 tight ends for Brady Perez. Johnson goes in motion left. He gets the pitch. Cuts it upfield. Jackson is going to be close to the 12. And if that's where the mark is, that's going to be really close to the line to gain. No signal yet. It's going to be 4th down. Actually, it's going to be the 13-yard line, so give him a couple of yards. It'll be 4th down and 1 for the Rochester Zebras. Under 8 to play in the first half. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman.
Yeah, Rochester, big play here, obviously 4th and 1-yard line. They've got to pick this up. You don't want to squander an opportunity to get a turnover deep in your opponent's territory.
Remember when Bryce Abbott lined up 5 yards deeper than he was when he played before?
Yes,
that's what I'd run here. But
that's where he's at. He is a little deeper than normal, isn't he?
Yep. 3 wideouts to the near side for Rochester. Abbott gets the carry. Lunges ahead to the 10. That'll be enough for a Zebra first down, giving 3 yards.
I think if Abbott keeps his feet, he threatens at the goal line. But
Tri-County leads West Central after 125-8.
Wow.
Yeah. First and goal for the Zebras, or is this going to be first and
Looks like first and 10. They must be just one step outside of the 10-yard line.
Ball just the nose on the 10-yard line, so Rochester can get a first down without scoring.
Not likely.
It'll be tough.
Yeah.
So first and 10 for the Z's. At the 10, Wood gets the fakes the pitch to him, gives to Jackson. Isaiah Jackson carries the ball inside the 5, down to around the 2-yard line. Maybe give him the 3.
A little counter action there with Jackson. Looked like he had a huge hole from where we were sitting. You look from behind Jackson, you can see nothing but orange pylon in front of him, but he cut it back towards the middle of the field. And
7-yard pickup for Isaiah Jackson. It's second and 3 for the Rochester Zebras at the 3. 6:40 to play in the game. Again, we're tied at 7 here at Peru High School. The Zebras on the football with 10 on the play clock. Brady Perez under center. On second and 3. Oh, heavens. I think he was going for a hard snap, and the only ones he fooled was his own lineman.
Everybody went except the center.
And so that 7-yard run by Isaiah Jackson now looks like a 2-yard run.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 8-yard line.
Back to the 8-yard line. It'll be second and 8 for Rochester, back at the 8.
Those are the things that really frustrate head coaches.
Yes.
Mental mistakes in critical times of a ball game.
Corbin Wood, Bryce Abbott, Isaiah Jackson in the backfield. Dalton tight right, Plummer tight left. Second down and 8. North Miami now leads Tippecanoe Valley 14-0. 7 minutes left in the half. Wood comes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch. Corbin Wood stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lunges ahead, maybe to the 6. Not a lot there. It'll be third down and about 6.
Jordan Rader in on that Tiger tackle, as well as 83, Austin Caldwell.
Boy, Peru doing a great job not letting those plays go for any amount of yards.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, Rochester's attacking from both sides of the field at all kinds of angles, but they're attacking the same hole.
Yeah,
Peru's doing a good job of closing that up.
3rd and 6 for Rochester. 5:45 to play in the first half. 7-7 score here at Peru. Johnson goes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch. He's got some blockers in front. He lowers his head and gets to the 5. Nothing there.
Good pursuit by Peru as Rochester started flocking to that left side. The entire Peru line slid right along with them.
4th and 5 for Rochester. And a tee does not come in, so Rochester's going to go for it. I wouldn't be surprised here if we saw a little air come out of Brady Perez.
Well, last week we saw him look like he rolled out to throw it, and he sprinted to the pylon.
Right.
He's got a lot of grass on this right side of the field.
4th and 5 at the 5. Wood comes in motion to the near side, fakes the handoff, rolls left. Nobody there, hesitates, looking for the pylon. Touchdown, Zebras!
Nice job. You called it as Perez rolls around. He went to the short side of the field, which was opposite side that I was thinking he would head to, but he pulled it out with the ball up high like he was looking to throw it, and when he realized nobody was between him and the goal line, he tucked and run.
4:58 to play in the first half. Zebras back up 13-7. And Rochester will attempt the extra point.
Abbott with his second score of the ball game.
That was Brady Perez.
That was Perez. My bad.
Well, at least you're listening.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Sort of.
Sort of. Brady Perez attempt the kick, snap is back, hold is down, kick is away, and it is good. 14-7 Rochester, 4:58 to play in the first half. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
With the fumble recovery, Rochester ball at the Tigers 47.
So Rochester recovers at the Tiger 47-yard line. 4:49 to play in the first half. The Zebras up 14-7. How long did the last scoring drive take?
I don't know how long it took, but it was 22 yards. Seemed like it took forever.
I agree with that. 1st and 10 for the Z's at the 47 of Peru. Ball in the middle of the field. 7 on the play clock. Johnson comes wide to the near side. Wood is split left. Back to passes. Perez gets Wood complete. Wood at the 40, turns it upfield to the 35, spins around to the sideline and stepped out of bounds as he's beginning to spin, but takes it out to the Peru 32. And that'll be a first down for the Rochester Zebras.
15-yard pickup, Corbin Wood.
Triton leads Caston 16-7 in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Rochester Zebras at the Peru 32-yard line. 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Z's up 14-7. Jackson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. Dalton and Plummer, the tight ends. Brady Perez under center. Fakes the pitch, gives to Abbott. Bryce Abbott caught in the backfield and fights his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Abbott had somebody hanging on his waist before he even got the football handed to him.
2nd and 10. Clock rolls, 4:10 to play in the first half. Don't forget, Rochester won the toss, elected to receive, so Peru will get the football starting the third quarter. Yeah. So this is a fairly big possession.
Yeah, absolutely.
The week that was coming up here in about 4 minutes. 2nd and 10 for Rochester. Johnson goes in motion left, fakes to him, gives to Brady Perez up the middle. I make that to Bryce Abbott up the middle. He jumps ahead to the 30, giving 2. It'll be 3rd and 8. That's not working. 3rd down and 8 for Rochester at the Peru 30-yard line. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the first half. Again, Rochester up 14-7. Jackson brings the play in from the sideline. He'll line up in the right wing back. Wood is the left wing back. Bryce Abbott about a yard behind Brady Perez. Now Abbott. Now make that Jackson will go wide to the right side. Wood split left. Back to passes Perez. Looks right, throws right. Complete to Jackson. Stops, hesitates, slips, and is going to be tackled at about the 24-yard line. So he's going to pick up 6, and that'll bring up a 4th down and about 2 for the Rochester Zebras.
Well, Peru closed quickly on that, and Jackson wasn't able to get it turned upfield quick enough.
But it's a lot more manageable now than it was.
Yes, it is.
4th and 2 for Rochester at the Peru 24-yard line, ball in the near hash. That has been open every time they've ran that. I'd run it again.
Yeah.
4th and 2 for Rochester.
9 on the play clock. Johnson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. Wood goes in motion to the near side. Here's the pitch. Right in the middle is Corbin. Wood pumps it to the outside. Corbin Wood's a foot race to the end zone. Wood at the 10, the 5, touchdown Zebras.
That time Corbin Wood started on the left side of the field, got the pitch coming right, and as soon as he got the football, he planted that foot and turned back to the left, and it just opened, wide open to him, and I think he went untouched to the end zone, 24 yards.
And now it's 20-7, and Rochester will attempt the extra point. Drew Sailors brings the tee in, puts it down on the 10-yard line. Again, Dalton is your long snapper. Brady Perez will attempt the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away. It's a low kick, and it is good. 21-7 Rochester. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Oh, here it is. You know what you're looking for underneath your truck? I don't, but I know who does. The professional service staff at Shepherd's knows how to fix my vehicle and get me back on the road fast. Schedule your next service appointment online at shepherdsrochester.com. From simple oil changes to major engine repairs, Shepherd's is the only place for me.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency, online at evansagencyrochester.com.
And
well, they forced fumbles at Wabash to preserve the 8-0 win.
Yep. So again, the Rochester, this time it's special teams coming up with the turnovers.
Yep. Brady Perez to kick, forced back deep. Cleaver and Caldwell also back. Perez lowering the kick. Wow, he got a lot of that one.
Yeah, he did.
The ball's inside now, the 10. Forrest picks it up at the 8-yard line. The 15, the 25. He hangs onto the football for dear life and is spun down at about the 24-yard line. So that's where Peru will start this series. They've got all three of their timeouts with 2:15 to play in the first half.
Well, the first time the Peru had the football, they had that 15 plays and took it all the way to the end zone. They fumbled it on the next two special team that we talked about. So it'll be curious to see how they handle this 2-minute drill here before half, knowing that they're going to get the football to start the third quarter.
Fortunately for our Forrest is not in there, which is the speediest man in the house right now. But Peru does send two receivers to the far side. Ball in the middle of the field. Shotgun formation is Cunningham. Hands off to Rader. Rader kicks it to the outside and kicks it back inside. Takes it in outside the 30 to the 31-yard line, so give him 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3, but more importantly for Rochester, clock runs.
Yes. Yeah, if Rochester can get to the halftime without allowing Peru to score, that's kind of a win for the defense, I think.
Peru quickly on the ball on 2nd down and 3. 1:50 to play in the first half. A run again. Miller has it. Wrapped up on the end.
Corbin
Wood. Yeah, I believe he stopped short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and about 1 for Peru with 1:40, 100 seconds to play in the first half.
3rd and 1 for the Tigers.
Cunningham to Rader. Rader has the first down and grabbed by the shoestrings and brought down at his own 36-yard line. 1:26 to play in the first half. Tick, 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 tick.
1st and 10 Tigers.
Give him the 27. Peru quickly on the ball. Clock rolls. 2 receivers to the far side. One of is Forrest. Back to passes. Cunningham rolls to the right. Throws it up for grabs. In the middle of the field, it is incomplete. Threw it into about a 4-man coverage on Forrest. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 1:15 to play in the first half.
Was it Zach Graham putting pressure on the quarterback, Cunningham?
And I believe Johnson got a hand on it back there in coverage. Jackson on Forrest on that far side. Forrest is in the slot. Wide to the right side, I believe that is Caldwell. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham on 2nd and 10. Cunningham back to pass again, rolls to the right again. He keeps, he tucks, and he's sacked back at the 34-yard line. So he's going to lose 3. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 13 with the 66 seconds to play in the first half, and Coach Prescott will use a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
67, Brendan.
Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
Don't miss a touchdown with Red Zone from NFL Network and RTC Fiber Communications. Call today to get yourself set up for all the action. Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about
motion to the near side. He gets a flip to the near side. He's got some blockers. He's got the corner. Here comes Johnson. He gets a stiff arm. And Rader takes it out to his own 43-yard line as Johnson runs him out of bounds with a minute to play in the first half. Not enough for his Tiger first down, but it is manageable now for the Tigers. It'll be at the 43 and fourth down and about 4.
Well, you get Rader out on the outside again, and that 4 yards is manageable.
4th and 4 for the Peru Tigers at their own 43-yard line. A minute to play in the first half. Rochester up 21-7. Fakes a handoff to Miller. Cunningham has a great big hole to run through, and he gets a first down as he takes it to the Rochester 49.
8 yards for Cunningham on the quarterback keeper.
56 seconds to play in the first half. Clock rolls. Cunningham pitches out to Rader. Rader gets some blockers. Rader still on his feet over the right side of the field. Carries it inside the Rochester 45 to the 43. I'm faked at the 44. And Coach Prescott will use another timeout. Number 2, 47 seconds to play in the first half. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argus. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argus. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Are the other guys offering you less than you expect for your trade-in? At Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, they trade your way, offering you top dollar for your trade-in vehicle. Hi, I'm Chris Smith, PGA Tour player and Rochester native. Shepherd's prides themselves on giving you the highest amount possible for your...
2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Back to pass. He's got a receiver. Looks downfield into double coverage. It is incomplete, out of bounds. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 6 for the Tigers with 42 seconds to play in the first half.
Wow, he had him about a step past the Rochester defenders, but I think he led him too far, and the wind got it and took it out of bounds.
Yep. 3rd and 6 for the Tigers at the Rochester 44-yard line.
3rd down for the Tigers.
Cunningham in the shotgun formation, Rader to his left. In motion is Miller. Miller on the option gets the handoff. Going over the left side, he's got a first down. Miller gets across the 40, and they're going to say he's at the 38, and if he got to the 38, that's going to be really, really close with 30 seconds to play in the first half. No spot. There it is. There's the signal. First down for Peru. With 30 seconds to play in the first half, Peru has a 1st and 10 to the Rochester 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Clock rolls. Back to passes Cunningham. Throws it over the middle. It's incomplete. Incomplete.
Wide open receiver dropped.
Yep. Hit Seibel right in the hands, and he dropped it. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 21.8 to play.
I think
in the first half.
I think he was so wide open it scared him.
It could be. We saw Ohio State do that a couple of times last night.
Right.
Not enough times, though. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at the Rochester 39-yard line. 21.8 seconds to play in the 3rd. Cunningham in the shotgun formation. Rader to be his left. And now we have an officials meeting
powwow here
on the right side of the Peru line. What could they be talking about? It's incomplete. And no flags on the ground right now.
Yeah, I don't know what they're discussing.
Maybe they're discussing the halftime meal.
Want to know who called in for pizza?
Well, they're still over there talking about something.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, the conference is over. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Rochester 39-yard line. Cunningham in the shotgun. Rader to his left. Miller comes in motion to the near side on the option. Cunningham back to pass. He's got a receiver downfield. And Ware throws him about 10 yards. The intended receiver was Caldwell. Brady Perez on the coverage. It'll be 3rd and 10 with 16.6 to play in the first half. 3rd and 10. More importantly, the clock has stopped for Coach Prescott's group. Again, ball the near hash at the Rochester 39-yard line. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 3rd and 10 for Rochester. Cunningham in the pistol now. Back to pass, rolls to his right. He's going to air it out. He's got three-man coverage. Cunningham, Caldwell has it, touchdown Tigers!
Caldwell caught it in the end zone. Rochester defenders a good 5 yards behind the play as Caldwell started on the right side and cut all the way across the field. Cunningham threw that jump ball a mile in the air. Caldwell able to come down with it for the score.
A 39-yard pass play to Caldwell, and it's 21-13. Let a tight end get behind the defense, and there was 3 guys chasing him and couldn't catch up with him, throwing against the wind. Cunningham back to kick this ball through, or attempt the extra point now. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away. It's a high kick, and it is no good, wide left. 21-13 Rochester, 8 seconds to play in the first half. Back with more after this on 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, personal property, and outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com.
So Wilson, Dane Wilson will kick to the Rochester Zebras. Back deep is Wood and Johnson. 8 seconds to play in the first half. Be good to answer this, wouldn't it?
Rochester still trying to get guys up on the front line. I'd almost anticipate an onside kick.
Manchester leads Wabash at halftime 8-0. Thank you, Val. Here we go. Last 8 seconds of the first half here at Peru. Low end over end kick. It's going to be squibbed. Picked up by Rochester's Matt Lease, and he is brought down at his own 36 with 5.7 to play in the first half. What do we have in our bag of tricks for a 65-yarder?
Right? I would almost think that Coach Hooker might just
kneel on it.
Kneel on it. Let's go to the locker room. Preserve the lead.
First and 10 for the Zebras of their own 36. Ball in the middle of the field. They will be going with the wind, if that helps. Brady Perez brings a play in from the sideline. Wood, Johnson, and Abbott in the backfield. Brady Perez under center on 1st and 10. Perez takes the snap, gives to Bryce Abbott, and that's going to do it for the first half. Abbott picks up about 3, and that'll do it. At halftime, Rochester leads the Peru Tigers 21-13. Back with halftime stats and the week that was after this on 92.1 WROI.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
Talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams. And that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for 3. He gets it.
Next, we will be featuring music from the 70s decade. Written and recorded by Isaac Hayes in 1971, here's the soul and funk style theme song to the MGM film Shaft. We feature our Tigerettes and the theme from Shaft. Now to conclude our 70s decades halftime, this song, 25 or 6 to 4, is a song written by American musician Robert Lamb, one of the founding members of Chicago. It was recorded in 1969 for their second album, Chicago, with Peter Cetera on lead vocals. We have performing with us tonight the Peru Junior High School Band. How about a big round of applause for them while they get into position to play? Peru Junior High School Band. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the combined efforts of the Peru High School and Junior High bands performing 25 or 6 to 4. How about a big round of applause for the Peru High School and Junior High Marching Tiger Bands and Tigerettes.
Talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams. And that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for three. He gets it.
Hand off to KCO. KCO gets in. It is touchdown.
Up with it. She's going to try a three, and she'll get that.
They came in and stole the zebra out of the glass case and replaced it with a tiger. And a bunch of like bones and some blood in there to kind of make it like
Better run through on the ball. And there's a goal, and she wasn't ready. And Dunlap's smart and takes time and takes it quick.
Good defense by Dunlap.
Morgan tipped it. Courtney steals it. She's got a 1v1. She goes after it, puts it up, and it's good.
Elbow, now to Ruff. Ruff against the 2-3 zone to Malco. 3 left baseline for the Lady Zebras is good, and Rochester up 23-21.
Mullen sets for the 2-2 pitch, and that's a fly ball into center field, going back.
The ball gets it up and over to Rowe. Rowe just puts it in for an easy 2.
Talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams. And that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for 3. He gets it.
Hand off to KCO. KCO gets in. It is touchdown.
Up with it. She's going to try a three, and she'll get that.
They came in and stole the zebra out of the glass case and replaced it with a tiger. And a bunch of like bones and some blood in there to kind of make it like
Better run through on the ball. And there's a goal, and she wasn't ready. And Dunlap's smart and takes time and takes it quick.
Good defense by Dunlap.
Morgan tipped it. Courtney steals it. She's got a 1v1. She goes after it, puts it up, and it's good.
Malco. Now to Ruff. Ruff against the 2-3 zone to Malco. 3 left baseline for the Lady Zebras is good, and Rochester up 23-21.
Mullen sets for the 2-2 pitch, and that's a fly ball into center field, going back.
The ball gets it up and over to Rowe. Rowe just puts it in for an easy 2.
Talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams. And that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for 3. He gets it.
Hand off to KCO. KCO gets in. It is touchdown.
Up with it. She's going to try a 3, and she'll get that.
They came in and stole the zebra out of the glass case and replaced it with a tiger. And a bunch of like bones and some blood in there to kind of make it like
Better run through on the ball. Yes. And there's a goal, and she wasn't ready. And Dunlap's smart and takes time and takes it quick.
Good defense by Dunlap.
Morgan tipped it. Courtney steals it. She's got a 1v1. She goes after it, puts it up, and it's good.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
Talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Back at Peru High School, we're going to the third quarter. The Rochester Zebras will be kicking to the Peru Tigers, who put one in the end zone, Brad, right before halftime, 8 seconds to play.
Yeah, and they come back out here to get ready to start the second half, and Peru is fired up. They're jumping around and banging each other on the sideline. They're ready to go.
Well, they know they've dominated this game.
Yeah, well, you get a 39-yard score with 6 seconds left on the clock before halftime, and you're going to come back with a little excitement.
Yep, that's exactly right. So, again, Rochester will kick to the Tigers. Forrest back deep. Look out, Raider is also in there, and also Cleaver. Brady Perez to kick. Low into a ring kick, taken by an up man to the 25, 35-yard line, and that's the 20. Seibel kicks it outside, crosses the 45, and is brought down finally at about the 47-yard line. Peru will start the first series of the second half in pretty good field position at their own 47. 21-13.
Well, we didn't see Peru throw the ball until that last series, and even then, they didn't throw it until they got inside the Rochester 35-yard line.
Yep, that's right.
40-yard line, I guess I should say.
First and 10 for the Tigers of their own 47 on the far hash, which is the Rochester sideline. They're going to our left, which is into the wind. Not a lot of wind, but enough. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. Raider gets the snap, or gets the carry, I should say. And Raider not touched until he gets to the Rochester 48-yard line and carries it out to the Rochester 46. Give him the 47. First, make that second down. Quick snap. Raider again over the right side. Pushes a pile ahead. Gets across the line to gain and takes it across the 42. Make that give him right at the 42. A gain of 5 yards and another Tiger first down.
And Peru going with the no huddle. Quick snap off the line. They get Rochester's defense on their heels.
Cunningham in the shotgun. Hands off to Miller coming to the left. Miller is stacked up behind the line of scrimmage and dropped.
Carry by 29, Colton Miller.
Tyler Walker, yep. Gets the stop and stops Miller for a loss of 1. It'll be second down and 11 back at the Rochester 44-yard line.
Haven't been too many losses from the line of scrimmage for Peru.
Raider again off the right side. Raider, a huge hole, is tripped up as he flips up into the air but carries the ball inside the 40. Then we have a late flag in the play. Raider takes it out to the 37-yard line, and we'll see what the flag is about. Rochester not happy with the flag. We're going to have a personal foul against the Peru Tigers. So Raider carried it for about 6 or 7 yards, and then there's going to be negated by the 15-yard penalty.
Mark it off 15 yards. I didn't really see anything.
I didn't either.
So it must have been something verbal.
So they started the walk from the 38-yard line.
Which I don't. His steps are nowhere near a yard long. The field is marked. Why don't you just walk to the mark and lay down the ball?
Well, you would think, yeah. Second down and long for the Peru Tigers, now back at their own 47. 10:45 to play in the third quarter. Here's a handoff to Miller coming to the near side. Miller gets a great block.
And blocked back by Rader, hit Corbin Wood in the block.
And Johnson and Lease comes up and stops Miller for no gain, and there's a penalty on the play.
Yeah, they'll move them back another.
Holding on the Peru Tigers. So it's going to back them up another 10, so it's going to bring up second down and 32. Maybe. It could be third down and 22. They might decline this. They tackled him at the line of scrimmage, which would make it third and 22. Right?
Well, they're going to take the.
They're going to take the penalty. It's going to make it the second and 32. Man, I don't know. I think I would have probably taken. I probably would have.
Could be third and 32, yeah, or third and 22.
Yeah, you're right.
Illegal block against the Tigers.
10:37 to play in the third quarter. Again, Rochester leading 21-13. And after the penalty, it'll be second down and 32 for the Tigers.
Back-to-back penalties has cost them 25 yards.
Second and 31.
Well, we know they can hit a 38-yarder pretty quick.
Right.
Make that Raider goes in motion to the right. Cunningham is hit and dropped for a sack. Wilson Dalton hits him back at the 27-yard, make that 33-yard line. This is going to lose 4 yards. It'll bring up third down and 36.
Nice job by Dalton. Got through the line and wrapped up Cunningham and dropped him.
Got to be careful because he was grabbing the back of the jersey.
Yeah, you don't want to get that horse collar.
Yeah. Third and 36 for the Peru Tigers. 10 to play in the third quarter. Back to passes Cunningham, but we have a flag on the play.
I'm guessing motion on Peru, otherwise they wouldn't stop the play.
I think the signal that the official just gave was offsides. Offsides against the Rochester Zebras.
Wow.
Why do they stop the play?
Yeah, I don't understand. Usually they don't stop the play if it's unless there's contact.
So it'll be third down and 31 after the 5-yard walk-off.
Wow.
Ball is spotted at the Peru 38-yard line. Going to our left. Cunningham was going to roll to his right and throw. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham on third down and 31. Fakes a handoff. Throws over the middle. It is incomplete over the head of Seibel. It'll bring up fourth down and 31.
Pass is incomplete. Fourth down now for the Tigers.
And on comes the punting unit for Coach Prescott. And back deep is Johnson and Corbin Wood. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman.
A couple of mental mistakes there by Peru cost them some penalties and stalled their first possession here in the third quarter.
Bryce Chapman to kick the ball away. He stands inside his 25-yard line.
They kicked away from Wood the last time. Johnson did a good job on the return.
Kicking into the wind. Good snap. Low end knuckleball, and you can see that thing floating. And it takes a Peru bounce inside the Rochester 35 to around the 32-yard line. So Rochester will take their first series of the second half, and will start at their own 32, going to our right with 9:42 to play in the third quarter.
There's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
In the third quarter, Brady Perez under center, Johnson, Wood, and Abbott in the backfield. Johnson goes in motion left, fakes a pitch to him, gives to Corbin Wood underneath. Corbin Wood dragging some Peru tacklers with him, gets it out to the 34, giving him 2. It'll be second down and 8.
Corbin Wood.
So give him the 34-yard line, a gain of 2. 9:20 to play in the third quarter. And Rochester really hasn't hit anything big except for that 24-yarder by Corbin Wood.
They haven't been able to get to the outside corner all night long. Everything's been between the tackles.
Second and 8. Jackson now in the football game for the Rochester Zebras. He's in the backfield. Wood comes in motion to the near side. He gets a pitch right up the middle. Corbin Wood spins away from tacklers. He's at the 40, the 45, and finally brought down at his own 47-yard line. A great run by Corbin Wood, almost on cue.
Yep, got a big push right up the middle behind Sutton on that offensive line. And
13-yard pickup for Corbin Wood.
Sutton and Zach Graham leading the way for Corbin Wood.
First and 10 for the Z's at their own 47, ball in the middle of the field. Johnson back into the football game for the Rochester Zebras. He goes in motion to the left. He gets the pitch going left. They're going to go try right. He cuts it back inside, tripped up, falls across midfield into Peru territory to 49. Give him 2. Scratch it. Give him 4. But 47 plus to the 49 is usually 2 yards until you cross the 50, right? Then it's 4.
50, yep.
Good Lord. My first game.
Ball just inside.
49.5-yard line is where the ball rests here for the Rochester Zebras. 3rd down, and make that 2nd down at about 7 for the Z's. 2 tight ends. Wilson Doan to the right. Jerry Plummer to the left. Isaiah Jackson to the backfield for Brady Perez. He goes in motion left. Fakes a pitch, gives underneath to Brady Perez, or make that to Bryce Abbott.
Yeah,
Bryce Abbott, in fact, well, the problem with that play, Bryce Abbott drifted to the right a little bit and almost stopped instead of just going right upfield.
Middle. Well, and they had Corbin Wood coming on the reverse or the counter direction this way with Abbott going up the middle. Boy, I kind of like the way that it looked for Corbin Wood had he got the handoff instead of Abbott.
3rd and 5 for the Rochester Zebras at Peru's 48-yard line. Taylor Johnson comes in with the play. He'll line up at the right wing back, Corbin Wood on the left side. And Bryce Abbott right behind Brady Perez. 2 tight ends for Rochester. Everybody in tight on 3rd and 5. 7:25 to play in the 3rd quarter. Perez takes a snap. Bryce Abbott right up the middle. Abbott pushes his way across the 45 down to around the 44-yard line. He's going to be short of a 1st down by a yard or 2. It'll be 4th down and no close for the Rochester Zebras. They need to get to the 43-yard line. It's at the 44. It's 4th and 1. That was 7 minutes.
4 hard yards by Bryce Abbott. It's never a good thing when the play is over and you see your offensive lineman standing looking at the back on the ground.
No?
I wouldn't think so. I think you want your lineman on the ground in front of your back, not standing there looking at him on the ground.
4th and 1. Abbott again has a 1st down. Bryce Abbott pushes his way to the 41. That's going to be enough for Rochester 1st down. Give him 3. 6:35 to play in the 3rd quarter. Again, Rochester leading 21-13, and they've just got a new set of downs. 1st and 10 at the Peru 39.
That time the offensive line got a really good push for Abbott.
41. You're right. I agree.
Yes. And they were not standing around after the play looking at him on the ground. They were on the ground with him, which is where you like to see
Sometimes you need to draw me a picture. I mean, how long have we been together? I think we decided that this morning, or a little bit ago. About 20 years we've been together, for crying out loud. Back to passes, Brady Perez on 1st down. Has a receiver wide open. It's Corbin Wood. He rises up. He grabs it. Now he's off to the races at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Zebras.
Great job by Corbin Wood. Brady Perez kind of floated that football. Both of the Peru defenders made a play on it, but Corbin Wood was able to out-jump them, and when he came back to the ground, he was open, and he just turned and ran to the end zone. Nice job by Corbin Wood and Brady Perez. Another big pass play.
39-yard pass play from Perez to Wood with 6:10 to play in the 3rd quarter. And Rochester now up 27-13.
The Zebras answer with their own 39-yard touchdown play.
Kept coming for the Rochester Zebras. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is away. Brady Perez, did he get it inside the right upright? He did not. It goes wide right, no good. 27-13, you're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WRLI and RTC TV4.
Oh, here it is. You know what you're looking for underneath your truck? I don't, but I know who does. The professional service staff at Shepherd's knows how to fix my vehicle and get me back on the road fast. Schedule your next service appointment online at shepherdsrochester.com. From simple oil changes to major engine repair, Shepherd's is the only place for me.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade.
Brady Perez, take some air out from underneath that.
Little more straight line on your passing. Don't throw such a jump ball.
Foster back deep. Perez sends it deep. Drives Foster back to the 10. Slips to the 10, grabs his footing at the 15 to the 20. He's got a hole in the middle. He is grabbed by the shirt tail and drugged down at about the 26. I tell you what, Zebras don't get a hand on him right then and there. He is out and gone.
Yeah, you're right.
So Peru will take over after a nice 17-yard kickoff return to the 27, and that's where they'll start this drive with their own 27.
Ball at their own 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers.
Let's see if the Rochester defense can show up. They forced a punt on Peru's last series, but only after they committed a couple of penalties.
Handoff goes to Raider over the right side, and he falls ahead to about the 30, giving 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Peru backed themselves up on their last series with a couple of costly penalties, backed themselves up 25 yards, and eventually ended up having to punt.
3rd down and 7 for the Rochester Zebras. Quick snap. Raider again off the right side, a huge hole, and he's got a 1st down for the Tigers as he carries it out close to the 40-yard line, giving him about 9 yards and a Tiger 1st down. And the Tigers, Brad, quickly on the ball.
Yeah,
Cunningham in the shotgun formation, Raider to his left.
We've seen them do this since halftime now, come out with the no-huddle, hurry-up snap.
Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. Raider again off the right side. Raider grabbed to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 3rd effort gets him across the 40 to the 42. He'll pick up about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 5:15 to play in the first, make that in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 7. Ball spotted at the Peru 42-yard line on the far hash with 5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. The Zebras are up 27-13. Quickly on the ball of the Tigers. Cunningham in the shotgun formation. Miller comes in motion to the near side. Cunningham keeps. Cunningham shakes a tackler. Fighting for yards. He gets across his 45 to the 47. He'll pick up 5. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 2.
Cunningham.
4:45 to play in the 3rd. 3rd and 2 for the Tigers, who are all back on the football from their own 47. Cunningham takes a snap in the shotgun, gives to Raider off the right side. He's got a 1st down. Raider pulling Zebras with him. He crosses the Rochester 45 to the 44.
At the Rochester 44-yard line.
9-yard pickup again for Raider, and another Tiger 1st down with 4.5 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Walker was
and quickly, the Tigers on the ball. They got to stop and wait on the chains to get set.
Tyler Walker, the stout there for the Rochester Zebras. Cunningham hands off to Raider again. Another huge hole for Raider. Raider stiff arm at the 35, at the 30, and Corbin Wood brings him down inside the Rochester 25, giving the 23 another huge gainer for Raider of 21 yards and another Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, that one broke open to the outside as Raider came through the line. He was able to get outside, stiff arm Johnson, and then Corbin Wood, the diving tackle from behind.
Tiger quickly on the ball. Raider goes in motion to the right side, fakes the pitch. Cunningham keeps it. Cunningham grabbed by the legs.
Dropped by Gilbreth.
Zane Gilbreth on the tackle, takes it inside the 20 to the 17, make that the 18.
Zane Gilbreth on the zebra tackle.
A 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers, and the Tigers again going again. Now the pitch outside to the running back Cleaver, and Cleaver is stopped at the 16-yard line. Give him 2, it'll be 3rd and 3. We're under 3:40 to play in the 3rd quarter. Rochester up 27-13.
For the Tigers.
Yep. And now we're going to have a timeout by Coach Prescott and the Peru Tigers. 3rd down. It's 3rd? It's 4th?
That says 4th.
I thought it was 3rd down, but everybody, the sticks have it 4th.
Nope.
We'll take it to 30. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV 4.
Every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon.
Don't miss a touchdown with Red Zone from NFL Network and RTC Fiber Communications. Call today to get yourself set up for all the action. Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Sticks showed fourth down, and he didn't want to run a play on fourth down if it was actually fourth down.
Yeah, well, but why does he have to call a timeout to correct the official?
Well, I don't know, but it's a good thing he did, because you don't want that to be you don't want the officials to think it's fourth down and cost you a play.
Now you're down by 14 and you just blown a timeout.
Well,
3rd down and 3 for the Peru Tigers at the Rochester 17-yard line. That couldn't have come good at a great time for Rochester as Rader gets the handoff and a first down. Rader carries inside the 15 to the 13-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Tiger first down. That Peru timeout was perfect timing for the Rochester Zebra defense. They were gasping.
Yes, yeah.
Did you get the Triton score? Triton over Caston, 29-7.
Okay.
1st and 10 Tigers.
First down for Peru at the Rochester 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
Rader goes in motion to the right. Cunningham keeps on the quarterback keeper. Jumps it, hurdles a defender. Carries it inside the 10 to about the 9.
67, Brendan Sutton.
Sutton on the tackle for the Rochester Zebras. And that ball is at the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Peru Tigers inside the Rochester 10. Miller takes a handoff up the middle and is cut down at about the 7-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd down for the Peru Tigers at the Rochester 7.
Misdirection by Peru as they came back the other way.
Well, how much fight you got in you right here?
Yeah.
3rd and 5 for Rochester. How much fight? Rader is grabbing the shoulder pads and brought down. Stopped short. It'll be 4th down and about 4 as Rader gets a yard with 2:15 to play in the 3rd quarter.
A yard, and he had Zebras draped over him as soon as he got
Tyler
the ball
Walker
in the backfield. Yeah.
Look out for this pass.
Yeah.
4th and 4 for Peru at the Rochester 8-yard line. 4th and 4 for Peru at the Rochester 8-yard line. Rader to the left of Cunningham's in the shotgun. Miller comes in motion. Cunningham will keep it off the right side. Diving for the end zone. He did not get there, but he did get enough for a first down to be first and goal from about the 2. That's a big-time play for a senior quarterback as he takes it off the right side and gains about 6 yards, and it'll be 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line.
Now you're going to get a big dose of Rader.
Yeah, absolutely. Rader takes a snap over the right side, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Jordan Rader from 2 yards out makes the score 27-19.
Number 30, Jordan Rader on the 2-yard carry.
And that's his 2nd score of tonight. He's got 114 yards on 20 carries and 2 touchdowns.
With 1:38 to play in the 3rd quarter, Peru will line up for the extra point.
Robert Cunningham to attempt the extra point.
Cunningham on the quarterback to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, hold is down, pressure coming, gets it away, a high kick, and it is good. 27-20 Rochester. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argus. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argus. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Are the other guys offering you less than you expect for your trade-in? At Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, they trade your way, offering you top dollar for your trade-in vehicle. Hi, I'm Chris Smith, PGA Tour player and Rochester native. Shepherd's prides themselves on giving you the highest amount possible for your trade. If someone is giving you less than you expect, come out to Shepherd's and give them the opportunity to find a deal that works for you. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, where they trade your way.
gas do you have left just to get 2 or 3 yards at a time?
Yeah, Rochester's offense has been, rather productive tonight. As they've scored every possession they've had the football, save one, and that was.
Peru to kick. Wood and Taylor back deep. It's a squib. Takes a big high bounce. Corbin Wood picks it up at the 25, at the 30. Wood right up the middle at the 40. Kicks it out to the near side. Stiff arm at the 45, at the 50, at the midfield. In Peru territory. Dragged down about the 43. And that's exactly what Coach Prescott did not want to happen.
You're right.
He did not want 20 to touch it.
I think they're intentionally kind of squibbing that ball up the middle of the field because they don't want to kick the Wood. And the opening kickoff, they kicked it to Johnson, and he made them pay.
Yeah.
And so, that time Corbin Wood was able to get his hands on the football.
Well, it's because it took a great big kick and traveled 10 yards after that. 1st and 10 for Rochester at the Peru 42-yard line. Ball in the near hash at the Peru sideline. Johnson, Wood, and Bryce Abbott in the backfield. 2 tight ends for Brady Perez. 90 seconds to play in the 3rd. Fakes the handoff or fakes the pitch. Gives to Bryce Abbott. Nothing there. 2nd and 10.
Still fighting.
Yeah, maybe he gets one. It'll be 2nd and 9. Yeah. He gets to the 41. Clock rolls, 1:15 to play in the 3rd quarter. Rochester up 27-20. Pioneer now leads LaVille at halftime, 21-0. Thank you, Val. 2nd down and 9 for the Z's at the Peru 41. 60 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Rochester up by 7. Jackson now the right wing back. Brady Perez under center with 12 on the play clock. Now Ducks under center with 11. Jackson goes in motion left. Gets the pitch, going left. Going to try the edge. Gets it back inside. Jackson at the 40. Spins inside the... No, he did not get to the 40. He was stacked up at the 41. That's going to be a very little gain. It'll be 3rd down and about 8.
Coach Hooker's going to have a fit when he sees the game film on that. Rochester had 4 people in front of Jackson on the corner to block, and Peru gets 2 defenders through those guys to make the tackle.
3rd and 8 for the Rochester Zebras, and they've got to run a play. There's 20 on the game clock and 15 on the play clock. 3rd down and 8. After 3, North Miami leads Valley 28-0. Brady Perez under center with 8 on the play clock. Gives off to Wood, who gives a reverse to Taylor. Taylor turns the edge. Taylor up to that far sideline. Turn off the defender. And inside the 30, down around the 25. 1st and 10 for the Zebras.
Nice job. A little reverse by Rochester.
Carry by Taylor Johnson. Tiger tackler was Robert Cunningham.
Where are they going to spot him? They're going to spot him out of bounds at the 30.
Oh. But he just did get.
But he did get the first down. Yeah,
he just did get a first down. So give him 8. Stepped out of bounds with 0.3 to play, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. After 3, Rochester leads 27-20. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI at RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, personal property, and outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com.
in the football game.
First and 10 Tigers from their own 31.
And in the backfield is Raider to the left of Cunningham, who's in the shotgun formation. From the 31, here's a snap. Raider gets the handoff right at the middle. Matt Lee's trying like crazy to bring him down, and the Zebras finally bring him down to the 36. He's going to get 5. Zane Gilbert begging for a call, and he's not getting it. I don't know what happened, but he's talking to the official with his palms to the sky, wondering where the call was.
Wondering if he got held.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Quickly on the ball. Miller goes in motion. On the option, Cunningham keeps it, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
Corbin Wood getting in the backfield.
Drop for a loss on the play.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 for the Peru Tigers back at their 33-yard line. 9 minutes to play in the game. Again, Rochester up 27-20.
3rd down, 3rd and 8 for the Tigers.
Cunningham on 3rd and 8 sends Raider in motion to the near side. Here's a flag on the play, and he's going to be dropped for about a 2-yard. To make that a yard gain, it'll be 4th down.
Nope.
An illegal motion on Peru, but do you take it or do you bring up 4th down and 6 or 7?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out.
8:48 to play in the game. Taylor, I believe Johnson is calling for a decline.
Yep.
It is a legal motion on Rochester. It is declined. I'm sorry, on Peru. It is declined. It's 4th down and 7 for the Tigers. Cunningham's coming off the field. The punt unit coming on. But I don't think that I would take anything for granted here.
No, I wouldn't either. Nice job by the Rochester defense, though. If Peru goes through with the punt.
Wood and Jackson make that Johnson back deep. Punt team on for Peru. Good snap. Punter gets it away. Low kick. Johnson takes it on the run to the 40. At the 45, looking for the Rochester sideline. At midfield in Peru territory at the 40. Cuts back inside to the 35 and brought down to the 34.
Return by Taylor Johnson.
Great return for Taylor Johnson. Takes it all the way back to the Rochester 34-yard line.
Another big return by Rochester on the special teams.
Line of scrimmage that time was the Peru 35.
So isn't that 2?
No, -1.
-1? Oh, he went to the 34. Okay, yeah.
1st and 10 for Rochester at the Peru 34-yard line on the far hash, which is the Rochester sideline.
1st and 10 Zebras.
8:18 to play in the game. Rochester leading 27-20. Wood, Johnson, and Abbott in the backfield behind Brady Perez. Wood goes in motion to the right, gets the carry off the right side. He's got positive yards. He takes it out to the 30-yard line. Giving 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. More importantly for Rochester, clock rolls. Next play will come up under 8 minutes to play in the game.
Yeah, Rochester could continue to run that clock and even get another some more points on the board.
Yeah.
Go a long way to helping a lot of Zebra fans feel a little more comfortable.
2nd down and 6 for Rochester. Rochester are still in the huddle. They break the huddle with 12 on the play clock, 7:45 to play in the game. Jackson in there now, along with Wood and Bryce Abbott, 2 tight ends for Brady Perez. Down to 3 on the game clock, or the play clock that is. Bryce Abbott right up the middle is spun down as he gets inside the 28-yard line to the 27, giving 3 more to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Chase Tyler, the Tiger tackler.
7:25 to play in the game. Next time Rochester runs a snap, it'll be under 7 minutes to play. Rochester leading 27-20. 3rd and 3 for the Z's at the Peru 32-yard line. I beg your pardon.
Yep, taking all the time they can in the huddle.
Yep, 27-yard line. Down to 12 on the play clock. Brady Perez up under center. Wood goes in motion to the right, gets the pitch, cuts it back inside. Corbin Wood fighting for yards, still on his feet. Cut down shy of the 25, giving the 26. It'll be 4th down and about 2 for the Rochester Zebras with 6:50 to play in the game.
Tripped up by the Tigers.
Big 4th down here for Rochester.
4th and a yard.
Boy, actually they're going to give him the 25, so it's going to be 4th and a yard.
25.
And they don't have to get to the 24, just about the 24 and a half the way it looks. Clock rolls with 6.5 minutes to play in the game. Rochester breaks the huddle with 11 on the play clock. Wood, Jackson, and Bryce Abbott in the backfield. Now Jackson goes split to the left side with Wood. 4th and 1. Gives to Abbott. Bryce Abbott pushing for yards, fighting for yards. The spot on the near side is he did not make it. The spot on the far side said he makes it. The spot on the far side, he's got enough. The spot on the near side, there is not enough, and he did not make it.
Nope.
He did not make it. That's going to be first down Peru. He did not make it. Boy, the spot here on the near side gave him the 23.5, or the far side was a 23.5 yard line.
The officials on either side came in with about a yard difference in their spot, and they chose the short one.
So Peru takes over on downs with 6:10 to play in the game. Rochester leading 27-20.
Boy, that was a big squander there for Rochester. The last two possessions, they've given the ball up on downs.
Peru won the battle there
they did.
in the trenches, pushed Rochester's blockers all the way back. Bryce Abbott just praying to get
fourth quarter turning into a defensive battle after 3 quarters of offense.
First down for Peru at their own 25-yard line. Cunningham takes a snap, gives to Rader over the right side, and Rader gets across the 25 to the 26.
Flag. And the Rochester
back judge threw the flag.
Yeah.
It always looks like that end gets off just a fuzz early.
I thought so too. But.
So the officials talk. And
going to move the flag.
Going to have holding on the Peru Tigers. So the line of scrimmage was the 25, and the flag is at the 27. So now it will be first down and 22 after the mark off. No. 18. I'm sorry. It'll be first and 18. 6:07 to play in the game. 27-20 Rochester. Again, the line of scrimmage was the 25. The flag was thrown at the 27, so it'll be first and 18. Now for the Tigers, the ball is marched back to the Peru 16-yard line.
Penalty moves the ball back to the Tigers.
Peru
actually be first and 19, won't it?
Yeah, Peru has really hurt themselves a lot with penalties tonight.
First and 19 for Peru. Back to pass is Cunningham. Rolls to the near side. He's got some pressure. He's going to keep. He's going to tuck. He's going to get
to about the 20.
The 20-yard line. Jackson there to stop him. Also Wilson Dalton trailing and stopping as well. Cunningham got it to the 20-yard line, a pickup of about 4, and that'll bring up second down and 15 for the Peru Tigers.
Again, Cunningham just 1 of 6 throwing the football, but that one was a 39-yard touchdown pass just before the halftime. So
5.5 minutes to play in the game. Rochester leading 27-20.
It's always scary when he starts scrambling in that backfield.
Yeah, you're right. 7 on the play clock. Shotgun formation is Cunningham. Oh, it's a snap ball over his head. It's rolling into the Rochester end zone.
Walker's on it.
The Steelers pick it up.
In the end zone.
Tyler Walker. Pick it up.
For a safety. Nice job. The snap went over the quarterback's head.
Tyler Walker did not pick it up. Peru picked it up, and the Zebras tackled him in the end zone for a safety.
All right.
So the Peru Tigers recovered the bad snap, and Rochester tackled him in the end zone for a safety. 5:12 to play in the game. Rochester now up 29-20.
Tigers will kick off from their own.
And Rochester will get the ball back.
Yep. That was a bullet right through the outstretched arms of Cunningham.
Yeah, Rochester almost recovered that in the end zones. Tyler Walker, we thought, dove on the football, but it squirted out from underneath of him. And Rader, we think, on the recovery. Thanks, Val.
So Peru now will kick to the Rochester Zebras with 5:12 to play in the game, leading 29-20. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman.
For the kickoff for the Tigers.
Turnovers.
Yeah, a couple of fumbles early in the first half cost Peru a couple of touchdowns. Now the safety, and a ton of penalties against Peru that have really stalled a couple of their drives.
So a free kick coming for the Tigers. It's a punt-style kick. Johnson takes it at the 39, his own 39, at the 40. Oh, it is leveled at his own 47.
Ran right into Rader.
You know, when the only thing in front of you are 2 black jerseys, you might want to try to avoid that.
Well, last time, he took off towards that far sideline and made a really good return. He had some green grass to that right sideline again this time, but he chose to try and go up the middle. Rader met him right there at the knee pads.
5:12 to play in the game. Rochester has it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
52 yards away with a little over 5 minutes to go.
Ball in the near hash. It was a Peru sideline. Wood, Johnson, and Bryce Abbott in the backfield. Brady Perez under center. Wood goes in motion to the right, gets the pitch, hits right up the middle, and is cut down shy of midfield. Give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 10. More importantly, clock rolls. Coming up under 5 to play in the game.
Gain of a yard.
4:55 to play in the game. Rochester clinging to a 29-20 lead.
But the big thing there is, instead of a 7-point lead, now it's a 9-point lead.
Drew Sailors comes into the game for the first time tonight. Johnson will go out of the game as well. I don't think we have enough people in the field. We're going to have to use a timeout or now an illegal substitution. I don't think we have enough people in the field. We can't throw a flag for that. There's not enough. I don't think we had 11 in the field. That's going to be a legal substitution on the Rochester Zebras, but we only had 10 on the field and 10 in the huddle.
Yeah.
Illegal substitution penalty against Rochester.
Well, and that's what the Rochester guys are saying. That
Brady Perez went out. Drew Sailors come in, and then Johnson tried to go back out, and they're going to call illegal substitution with too many men in the huddle, which is not true because there's still only.
Well, and they're still talking about it.
There's still 11 kids in the huddle. Johnson just thought he had to go off because there was too many men on the field, but there wasn't.
Right. Well, did they mark the ball off? Now
Yep,
they're
going to. So it's going to mark it off 5 yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and 14.
But all the officials are still talking.
Yeah,
they're not convinced yet that they're even right.
So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the walk-off with 4.5 minutes to play in the football game with Rochester leading 29-20. What are we doing? Roll it. Drew Sailor stays in the game. Johnson, Wood, and Bryce Abbott also in the game.
14 for the Zebras.
Wood goes in motion right, fakes the pitch, gives off to Bryce Abbott, and Bryce gets to the 45, and that's about it. Give him a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 13 with 4.5 minutes to play in the game.
Boy, the Zebra runners not having a lot of luck running up the middle of that field.
3rd and 12. Give him the 44.
46-yard line.
I'm sorry, the 46. 4:18 to play in the football game. 29-20 Rochester. Drew Sailor stays in the game.
Again, the biggest thing about that safety is it makes it a 9-point game.
Yeah,
instead of 7.
Right.
Yeah.
Sailors under center. Jackson comes in motion to the near side. He gets the pitch coming to the near side. He's got a block. Cuts it in upfield at the 50, at the 49 of Peru, and that's where he's brought down at the Peru 49-yard line. So he's going to get 5 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down and about 7 for the Zebras. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Peru. We'll take a 30. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argus. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argus. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Are the other guys offering you less than you expect for your trade-in? At Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, they trade your way, offering you top dollar for your trade-in vehicle. Hi, I'm Chris Smith, PGA Tour player and Rochester native. Shepherds prides themselves on giving you the highest amount possible for your trade. If someone is giving you less than you expect, come out to Shepherds and give them the opportunity to find a deal that works for you. Shepherds Chevrolet Buick in Rochester, where they trade your way.
Line up and go for it.
We're going to go for it.
4th and 7 for Rochester at the Peru 49. Sailors under center. Wood goes in motion to the right side. He's got student body right, cuts it upfield, spins around and brought down at the 44-yard line of Peru. So he's going to pick up about 5, but he's going to turn the ball over on downs with 3:42 to play in the game.
Defense has stopped the Zebras.
I don't know if Perez is hurt.
No, he's coming back on to play safety.
Wow. I'm not sure why you don't punt in that situation, but
Peru, we fear a block.
Peru with a short field, well, they're on their own side, I guess, aren't they?
Well,
44-yard line, 56 yards.
3:42 to play in the game. Rochester up by 9 at 29-20, and the Tigers are on the field. Cunningham will come back on the field. Cleaver will be to his left. I don't see Rader in the game right now. Cleaver comes in motion to the near side on the pitch. Cleaver coming to the near side. He's going to be caught by Sutton and brought down.
Carry by Darian Cleaver.
Sutton brings him down to the 42-yard line. He's going to lose a yard or two.
I think that's still a pretty good spot.
Second down and 12 with 3:25 to play in the game. Clock rolls. Rader back into the game. He's to the left of Cunningham, who's in the shotgun formation with 3:15 to play in the game. Rochester by 9. Back to passes Cunningham, looking for a receiver. He's going to tuck and run. Oh, a great block on the near side by Rader, who took Wilson Dalton clean out of the play. That was a fantastic block by Rader.
Blindside. Well, Dalton never saw him coming.
I'm not sure Wilson Dalton knows what day it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can still see.
But he's staying in the game. That was a fantastic block by Rader. And Cunningham gained about 5 yards on the play. Third down and 7. 3 minutes to play in the game. Cunningham in the shotgun. Rader to his left. Here's a snap. Rader gets it going right. Rader's got a first down. Rader slips another tackler. Still spinning inside the Rochester 45. Down to around the Rochester 41. First down, Peru with 3 minutes to play in the game. What does he have now? Is he close to 150 yet?
Well, getting there. 131 yards.
Zane Gilbert with the tackle for Rochester. 3 minutes to play in the game. Cunningham and the Tigers ready. Out of the shotgun is Cunningham. Gives to Rader again. Rader right up the middle, following a blocker right up the field. Rader is finally brought down by Jackson and Brady Perez at the 30, but giving 12 more. Clock rolls. 2:50 to play in the game. Again, Rochester up 29-20. He has had some ginormous holes to run through tonight.
Yes, he has. He has 143 yards on 23 carries.
2:50 to play in the game. Rader again, right side. A couple of yards inside the 30 to the 28, giving 2. It'll be second down and 8. Clock rolls, 2:40 to play in the game. Peru has 1 timeout left. I believe Rochester has all 3.
Yeah, Rochester's offense had 3 possessions in this fourth quarter, and they turned it over on downs each time.
Zach Graham with a stop there. Rader again off the left side.
Wow.
Rader lowers his head, gets it inside the 20, down to around the 22, give him 6. It'll be third down and 2.
Rochester defense now just standing back on their heels. Rader stood in that backfield for 2 seconds before he made a move to the line.
Yeah. 2:10 to play in the game. Miller, fake the handoff to him. Cunningham takes it across the 20 to the 19. That'll be enough for a Peru Tiger first down. Give him 4. 2 minutes to play in the game. Hope we can figure out the onside kick. Rader again off the right side, a huge hole. He's stacked up, lunges forward to the 15. Give him 4, second down and 6. 1:55 to play in the game. 29-20, Rochester clinging to a 9-point lead. Peru back on the football quickly. Cunningham in the shotgun. To his left is Rader. 1:45 to play. Rader again off the right side. Brandon Sutton drops him for a loss back at the 19-yard line.
Big Brandon Sutton comes through that line and just swallows up Rader.
Peru will use their last timeout with 1:33 to play in the game. Rochester up 29-20. You're listening to Zebra Football, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Oh, here it is. You know what you're looking for underneath your truck? I don't, but I know who does. The professional service staff at Shepherd's knows how to fix my vehicle and get me back on the road fast. Schedule your next service appointment online at shepherdsrochester.com. From simple oil changes to major engine repair, Shepherd's is the only place for me.
Farming is a way of life for many of our Hoosier families. Protect all of your farming assets with coverage from Evans Agency in Rochester. They offer farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your coverage needs. Judy Evans and her staff have been serving the insurance needs of this community for over a decade. Let Judy help you protect your farm, your life, your business, and all of your possessions. Evans Agency, online at evansagencyrochester.com.
All night.
Yeah.
Cunningham in the shotgun. Rader to his left. Third down and 9 for Peru. 1:34 to play in the game. Here's a snap on the double reverse. Miller has it over the left side. Miller dragging some Zebras with him is cut down about the 11-yard line. Clock rolls. It'll be 4th down for the Peru Tigers. 4th and about 3. And quickly Peru's on the ball. Cunningham to Raider. Raider's got a first down. And Raider carries it inside the 10 down to around the 6. 1st and goal for Peru at the Rochester 6. A minute 15 to play in the game.
Another 5 yards for Raider.
1st and goal, Tigers.
Clock rolls, a minute 10 to play. Fake handoff. Cunningham keeps it. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6.
Gilbert on the stop for Rochester.
Tackle by Zane Gilbert of the Zebras.
Zane Gilbert. North Miami shut out Valley tonight, 28-0. Under a minute to play. Raider off the right side. Raider is tackled about the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5 with 45 seconds. 29-20, Rochester leads. Clock rolls at 40 seconds. Peru on the ball with 37. 3rd and goal from the 5. Back to pass is Cunningham with 28 in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 4th and goal from the 5.
Had a receiver wide open in the middle of the field, but couldn't get to him.
30.5 seconds to play in the game. Rochester leads 29-20. Peru has it 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Do you take the field goal here and try the onside kick?
Well, I don't know.
Peru will go for it. 4th and goal from the 5. Cunningham in the shotgun. Raider to his left. Raider gets the carry going right. He's got a huge hole. Looking for the end zone. Fighting for in the end zone. No signal yet. There it is.
And a flag.
Flag in the play. 25 seconds to play.
I'm guessing after the play something got said.
So it's 29-26. We're awaiting the flag on the play, but will it be after or during the play? Raider has been a freaking horse tonight.
Yeah, he has.
25 seconds to play in the game.
I got Raider with 162 yards on 30 carries.
We got people going to the exits. What are you doing, folks? It's not over yet. We're going to have a penalty against the Peru Tigers. Is that going to be on the play or after the play?
Well, assisting, so that's on the play.
Oh, assisting? I don't know if I've ever seen that call.
They say he got pushed from behind.
Yeah. Sounded Notre Dame lost one year, wasn't it? USC?
The Bush push.
Yeah, the Bush push. So that's gonna back up the play.
But that was 4th down. So
no, but if you decline it, it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to accept the penalty. I don't know what the walk-off is.
You don't
5
lose
yards.
down on the penalty?
So it's a 5-yard walk-off. It will be it happened on the goal line. So it'll be 25 seconds to play in the game. Peru looking at 4th and goal again from the 5-yard line. Rochester up 29-20. Here we go. Miller takes a snap, or make that Cunningham takes a snap, rolls right, looking to pass. He rolls, he tucks, he runs, he throws in the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. Rochester's going to win.
Incomplete.
He had a receiver in the back of the end zone and just outthrew him just a little bit. And it'll be Rochester turnover on downs, and they're going to go to 3-0.
Yes.
Rochester's ball at the 5.
Fantastic job by the Rochester defense there. Boy, Peru offensively, Raider gave it everything they had right down to the end.
Yep.
But that safety was huge, huge deal. It turned that ball game from a 7-point game to a 9-point game.
Well,
so even if Peru scores, you know, Rochester's still with the 2-point lead because of the safety.
You got to wonder if we're not up by 9 and we have it 4th down on the
we punt.
On the Peru.
You got to believe we punt. Yeah.
So I believe was there.
Once again, we ask your.
Oh, here it is. You know what you're looking for underneath your truck? I don't. But
there's no better time than right now to buy or refinance a home, and there's no better place to go for a mortgage loan than First Federal Savings Bank.
Mortgage interest rates are still incredibly low, so now's the perfect time to talk with one of our loan experts.
We offer a variety of mortgage loans, from conventional loans to FHA and USDA subsidized loans.
We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
29 to 20. So we're still waiting for the ball to be put in play here after the timeout, and here we go. Brady Perez will be under center. Nope. Drew Saylor's under center. Takes a snap, takes a knee, and that'll do it. Rochester holds on for dear life tonight and defeats the Peru Tigers at Peru High School 29 to 20. The postgame show coming up next, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
This broadcast brought to you in part by these local sponsors. The lawyers and staff of Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, personal property, and outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. Stay connected with the fastest internet speeds available with RTC Fiber Communications. Voice data and video connectivity for the 21st century. Online at rtc1.com. First Federal Savings Bank is your local mortgage lender with 6 locations throughout North Central Indiana. Trust the professionals at First Federal Savings Bank. Online at firstfederalbanking.com.